and that's a large reason for the actors going on strike now, is that they're using AI to replace actors. So they are paying actors, and specifically some background actors, for full body scans and facial capture. So they are buying the likeness to these people, and then they are replacing them, the physical person, and they can use their likeness. They're basically signing off their these contracts where these studios can use their likeness and put them in hundreds, thousands of shows.
See, that's bullcrap, right? Because that person should be getting paid every time their likeness is used.
Yeah,
correct?
but now it's not. It's a buyout. So they're like getting, and to them, there's some background actors that don't, it's not that they don't know better, but like if they're getting offered a lot more money than their typical day rate, they're saying yes to these things. And so SAG, a lot of actors are trying to strike because it's like, you can't, it's almost like they're trying to soon make movies with AI. And that's ridiculous because you can't, human emotion is, I don't know. It's you can't replace us. Yeah, no, you can't replace us. Can't. And then not only that, the reason why, like, I'm not union. There's a union for makeup and hair, and acting, and I'm a non-union makeup artist and actress. But the reason why this also affects us is because, say there's a TV show and they're filming like a concert scene, and they would hire typically like sometimes 200 extras, to be in that concert scene. You then have to have costumers, hair and makeup that are also hired to get those people ready.
Right.
And I know specifically from my departments, I'm sure there's plenty of other departments too that are involved as well behind the scenes to make sure that those people are lit properly. Like now, if they replace it with AI, all of those crew members also don't have a job.
Oh my gosh. So it's the trickle down effect. If you don't have all these people working, the support staff, they don't have jobs.
Casting directors.
Oh, man.
Like it goes so far. And so that's why there's so many of us that are non-union that are in support of the strike, because it directly impacts us and it directly impacts our work. Because if they're cutting out all these people and they can just replace it with AI, we don't have jobs.
So it all comes down to money, right?
Yes.
So you have these execs, like the head of Warner Bros., Netflix, right? I saw something, you might have it on your phone, but I saw this like breakdown of the people who own these companies.
Yeah.
And the millions and millions of dollars they're making. And yet they're still trying to take away from the working person who's an extra or an actor, trying to make a way for themselves and put food on the table for their family.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's nuts to me. It almost feels like they're going to self-sabotage themselves.
Well, somebody said, one of the executives was quoted, and I wanted to pull that up, but I couldn't find it in time. But someone said something about the fact that like they're not going to come to any kind of agreements with this strike, with SAG specifically, or writers. I think they said it with the writers, that they're going to wait it out until they all lose their homes.
Jeez.
Yes. And that was a direct, like, that's a quote that an executive said.
So what message does that send?
They don't care.
To the workers, to the people
who are
working in the industry.
And they're not even the creatives. So that's the thing, is like they are in charge of the money, but they're not actually the ones that are creating the art. We are. So if they don't have us, they have nothing. So that's the thing, is it's like if you don't support your people that are literally the ones that are the idea makers, they're the ones that actually put everything together,
right,
and you don't pay them properly, but then you're sitting on, in your mansion making millions.
Yeah.
How is that even okay? And how is that okay that you make so much more money than the people that are literally the face of these shows, And this is like, this is even, the people like Tom Cruise and huge, they're the 1% of actors. And that's what a lot of people don't understand, is like people that are angry about this strike, they're just like, oh yeah, you're so angry from your mansion. And it's like, no. I think this was where I had pulled up too. 87% of SAG-AFTRA union members, they make less than $26,000 a year.
Well, say that one more time.
87% of SAG and AFTRA, they joined. That's for theatrical and TV actors, make less than $26,000 a year, and that makes they don't qualify for health insurance.
So
87%.
So
13% of actors qualify for health insurance.
They're pretty much taking money from the actors, everybody involved in the industry, who are already struggling and trying to make a way for themselves, and pretty much saying, screw you.
Yeah.
We're going to use AI because it's going to save us money and hopefully save more money in my pocket than the millions that I'm getting so I can keep living the life that I want to live. I think that's absolute bullshit.
Oh, it's horrible. There's actually a Black Mirror episode about it. With
there is.
Salma Hayek.
Yes.
It's literally what we're going through. That episode is crazy. Did you watch it?
I watched that episode. I watched it twice because I was kind of like, the ending, I don't want to give too much here if people haven't seen it. But how it ended, kind of like, I would say, the last 20 minutes or something like that, or 30. My mind was blown. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, that was
reality
weird.
And things switching in there was wild.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I hope that's not the way of the future because...
It essentially talks about the same thing.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, but...
No, you're fine. But the way I see it, the job, at least my day job and what I do as a firefighter, we're here to help people.
Yeah.
And what we've learned as far as people who are in charge and our leadership, you have to take care of the people below you and make sure they're taken care of and comfortable if you want them to work harder, do well, and put more out for your department or whatever you're pushing.
Yeah.
If you don't take care of them, it's going to start suffering right from the bottom up. And the next thing you know, you're going to collapse.
Yeah.
And to me, in my view from the outside, that's not going to work in the long run. You're going to have shitty shows. You're not going to have people buying into this stuff because it's not, you could see it now, right? Excuse me. We talked about it when you got here. The shows that are being pumped out now aren't that good anymore.
No.
And I had no idea with Netflix, because I always wonder, there's good shows that I've watched on some of these streaming channels. I'm like, yo, why did they stop shooting these seasons? Like, this is a great show.
They're not making money from it anymore.
Can you explain that?
Yeah.
You told me it's about subscribers, right?
Well, yeah. So think about it. Like, say Netflix has a Netflix original, right? Yeah. Like Stranger Things. Stranger Things is an exception to this because they're still continually making seasons.
Right.
But when Stranger Things came out, it was one of the top shows out there, and it brought in a lot of new subscribers, which that's how they make money is subscriptions, monthly subscriptions.
Yeah, because there's no ad revenue on Netflix.
No.
So how I understood as you said it is
there's no commercials.
Right. The only way for Netflix to make money is new subscribers.
Yeah, I mean they also, people pay for Netflix buys shows and makes it a Netflix original, even though they didn't create it.
Okay.
So there's other ways too for them to make money because people will sell them their stuff, but the main way is subscriptions. And so like what they would do, they've canceled so many amazing shows after 2 seasons because they're not bringing in the same percentage of viewership or the same percentage of subscribers, because once those viewers come on and subscribe, then they usually stay. So then after 2 seasons, there's not as much incentive because it's not bringing back new people. Right. So they cut the seasons.
It's crazy to me because how many new subscribers